Batch number 96 today. We're going to be doing a lovely blood orange. We've done it many a times. So we're getting our strike water ready. We're ready to dough in here. We'll be doing a sparge and a mash out type scenario and keeping records of what we get out of this one and match it to what we had last time. How you doing? We're going with a thicker mash today. Better stir that or it'll be so thick you won't be able to do nothing with it. We're going to dough in on a real low scale here and do a semi-step mash just for some giggles to see if we get better efficiency here. Nice thick mash we're going to go with today. And you can tell I'm going to need a little more water anyway. Going to make sure we got no dough balls here. Get our gauge in there and see what our temperature is right now as we stir this one up. Trying to make sure we have no dough balls because this is a very thick mash today. I'll let that gauge in there to adjust its reading. I'll pull it out and see what we got. So we're at the 130. That's actually perfect for a step mash. So we're going to let that sit a minute. We're going to check this other gauge. Now this one's at 120. 130. So we're going to start this mash at 130 and then we're going to raise it up to 152 saccharification level, and then we're going to do a little sparge mash out type scenario. All right, I'm happy with this. We're going to make sure we're stirred up good. A little more water wouldn't hurt at this moment. And we'll be raising the temperature throughout this mash. All right, we're going to raise the temperature now. It's been 20 minutes. I'm going to take it up to 150 or 152. It'll probably be about 1.5 gallons or 2 of water that needs to come in here to get it to that temperature. And I'm dumping in 100 and it's below the gauge here. It was 170 something. I'm going to get a stuck sparge on this one, I bet. I just got a funny feeling. All right, let's shut this off and get a reading after the stir. Let's see here. Going to probably need more. That brought it up to 140, so we're going to need some more, quite a bit more, probably up to our 7-gallon mark there. We'll see. I'll let that run for a while I slowly stir it in. And then we're going to get another reading here. Down deep. I'll probably take more. Yeah, let's keep going. It looks like we made it up to 150 almost. So let's shut this down a minute. Give it a couple stirs. All the stirring, I bet I end up with a stuck mash done. But that's okay. All right, we're a little lower. We're still at 140, I can't see it as my eyes. 146. So let's get some more hot water in here. The temperature is increasing in the tank as we speak. It's just not registering on the gauge here because it's below the gauge pickup. But I have an electric element in there doing the job for me. Another reading. Down deep. Let's see, 144. I'm going to come up just a little more. So we'll let that run a minute. And then we're going to get our cover on here, and we'll mash it for another hour, and then we'll probably sparge out a little. And that's it for this one. We're going to get this covered. Mash for an hour. Like we're 148 throughout. That's just where we want to be today. Blood orange puree we use from Vintner's Harvest. It's 3 pounds, 1 ounce. We use it many a times. We used all our purees, different flavor purees. All right, we're starting a Verlof. We'll run a couple pitchers through. Over a spoon here so we don't disturb the grain bed too bad. And we'll get another one. Oops. Somehow I always seem to spill it. I don't know why, but I do. Here's our second pitcher. What was that? Little creature trying to get in there. You got the air conditioning on in the background blowing right on me, keeping me cool. We'll sparge a little here, because we're going to need to. This is all my hot water. I did it on the hot plate today. I'm in no hurry, but the boil will be done on the big burner over there. Get a temperature at top water there now again. $148, $149. That ain't a sparge, I don't know what is. Mash tun is really slow. Here's a little trick I learned over the years. I'll take a blow tube and I'll stick it on here and blow in there. And she might unplug herself. There she goes, look at that. That cleared it right out, so. But I recommend having a screen in your funnel here when you do that. Because I just picked up a little bit of grains there. And we're catching them in the funnel here. But boy, that unplugged that stuck sparge. So on with the brew. Dumped out our spent grain here. As we're waiting for the boil to be achieved here. Should be shortly. Coming up to, we collected 7.5 gallons of wort, and we'll end up burning off, at least 1.5 gallons, so give us a perfect amount for the 6-gallon fermenter. But yeah, we got that cleaned up. The mash tuns over there soaking, almost clean and washed. I like to get stuff going. Of course, it's another hot day. I got this little air conditioner working here, just good enough to keep it cool in here. I'm gonna get a better system though. So yeah, we're almost ready for our first addition of hops. And they're gonna be 2.5 ounces of Citra. They'll be going in as soon as the hot break happens here shortly. We're seeing some movement in there, so we're getting close to the boil. You came in at 1040, a little lower than my normal batch. I know I got to readjust my grain mill. I saw it's out of whack. And I said, yeah. So I'm going to have to redo that and give it a little tighter crush and improve my efficiency. We'll get that done next batch. So yeah, we got to just about hit the boil here. There we go. She just started to boil. We hit the hot break coming up here. Gonna roll over shortly here. And second, and I can turn this down a little because I'm up on high. How you doing? I'm on how you doing high. So we open the garage here. And get a little breeze through here. Like I say, the air conditioning just can't cut it when we're boiling. With like my new system, she'll handle it. But all right, that's close enough. So 2.5 ounces of Citra hops, 12.5 alpha acids, and they're into the mix. You should always watch when you put your hops in, you know, it'll want to boil over more. It's like some sort of reaction happens there. So yeah, 2.5 ounces. And the next addition will be 1 ounce of Willamette. I got them in the bag here. All right, we're gonna let this boil here and I'm gonna go clean our mash tun better and we'll set a timer. We better do that now, eh? Hey, Siri. Set a timer for 45 minutes.
Okay, 45 minutes and counting.
Dankeschön. Okay. There goes our timer. In goes our 1 ounce of Amarillo hops. 1 cap full of Irish moss for clarity. And 15 minutes to flame out. I'll get the wort chiller ready. And my my harvest, Vintner's Harvest here. I like to sanitize my entire wort chiller. I've been doing it like this forever. Never had a problem. So Suri's got the timer set for 15 minutes, and flame out will be at that time. All right, we were at 10:45 from 10:40, and we're going to add a little bit of candy sugar, homemade candy sugar we made a couple months back, and bring up the IBV or the ABV. My stirring stick. Gonna want to stick right to the bottom. We get that stirred up in there. I'm sure it went right to the bottom and it's sticking. That's gonna bring up the ABV a little bit from 10:45. But don't all stick to the bottom, of course. It shouldn't. There's some of it yet, still not dissolved, so. Then we'll get another reading after I'm done stirring. Flame out. This brew is done. Flame out. Get this work chiller on, get her in, and get her cooling. There you go. There you go. Shoot. There I go. There somebody goes. Off to the fermenter we go. I already put in the fermade O. And now we're going to put in the blood orange puree. Everything's been sanitized. Let's give this a little shake a little bit. And then we dump her in. Try to give it some more oxygen as we do that. So we dump our blood orange in like that. We fill up the fermenter the rest of the way. I'm going to shut the work chiller off. So we got the work chiller clean. Gathering the rest of our wort here. And we do a tilt. And that's just about it. She's almost empty. Picking up a little bit of trub, not too much. Once again, we get a full brew for the keg. So we got left in there. So we're going to keep going. And that's it. So we're going to pitch the yeast, which is US-05. Trying not to sweat in there, for Christ's sake. No, I almost fell in there. So in goes the yeast, US-05. Right on top of that mess. We're going to get our sanitized cover. Spray it down one more time. Make sure she's clean. And cover this up. This one has to go in the house to ferment.